Here's a look at a recap of your markets on this Monday, the third day of March. Take a look at the auction barns around the state today. Tyne Livestock Market expecting about 2,000 head. Callaway Livestock Center, they were expecting about 3,000 head today. Joplin Regional Stockyards, they were expecting about 13,000 head, but talking to the reporter down there, sounds like they are very likely going to surpass that and end up with several more than that. The market there at Joplin, very uneven today. Steers selling from 8 lower to 3 higher. The heifers from 10 lower to 8 higher. The steers in Joplin, medium and large ones, 4 to 5 weights, 375 to 420. 5 to 6 weights at 325 to 405. 6 to 7 weights at 293 to 336.50. 7 to 8 weights at 264 to 306. 8 to 9 weight steers at 262.5 to 276.25. 900 to 1,000 pound steers at 237.50 to 254.50. Feeder heifers 400 to 500 pounds at 330 to 375. 5 to 6 weights at 284 to 332. 6 to 7 weights at 256 to 301. 7 to 8 weight heifers at 244 to 267. Some 8 to 9 weights at 232 to 252. Box beef cutout values. Choice closed the day up $2.10 at $313.93. Select up 36 cents at $302.41. Those values based on 100 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. And the Choice Select spread setting at $11.52. Negotiated feedlot trade for the week so far, about 378 head reported, all at 310 dressed. Not enough for any kind of a trend or market establishment so far this week. Last week, we ended up with 55,893 head. Live sales had a weighted average price of $197.84. That was down $1.79 from the previous week. Dress sales at $313.09. That was down $2 and a nickel from the previous week. Taking a look at the closing futures markets, cattle opened up the day sharply lower. They did crawl back a little bit, but still closed with losses for the day. April live cattle 40 cents lower, 192.25. June at 188.10, down 67. August 187.17, down 75. Feeder cattle, March was down 95 cents, 274.02. April down 95, 272.05. May down 92 at 270.20. Feeder cattle index based on an 800-pound steer up through the 12-state feeding region, down 48 cents at 280.58, but still quite a premium over that March feeder cattle contract. Lean hogs, they were about the only positive spot for the day. April closed up 2 cents at 83.70, May at 87.67, up 25, and June 95.35, up 32. Turning our attention to the grain markets, cash bids at the elevators around the state very uneven as many of the elevators rolled over to new contracts today. Soybeans 5 lower to 15 higher, wheat 2 to 8 lower, corn 4 lower to 2 higher. Corn bids at the elevators in St. Louis 454 to 455, Kansas City 416 to 439. Soybean bids, St. Louis 1013 to 1014, Kansas City 956 to 1006. Wheat bids in St. Louis 533 to 549, Kansas City at 517. On the board of trade, corn contracts, March down 13 and a quarter, 440 and a quarter. May down 13 and a quarter, 456 and a quarter. Soybeans for March down 13 and a half, 998 and a quarter. May down 14 and a quarter at 1011 and a half. Wheat contracts, March was down a nickel at 532. May down 8, 547 and 3/4. Soybean meal for March down down $1.60 a ton at 290.10. Soybean oil for March down 63 cents a hundredweight at 42.90. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a recap of your markets for Monday. This is Tony Hancock.